This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Kelly. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Leopard, here we go now.
Operating from the gun, McCoy. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run with it. It's Kelly. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. Kelly stripped. The ball is free. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
First carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Defense showing blitz. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Throwing on first down is Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. On the ground, it's Lynch. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, they go Lynch. He'll have a first down inside the 10. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing his Carr on third down. And he finds Cook. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jameis Olawale, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 1st and 10, McCoy. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. This is Kelly. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right. Back line it up, Philly. Here we go. Blue 90.
Here's McCoy. His throw incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And now it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now McCoy. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Mario Edwards coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. Now the 4th-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be taken at the 10. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Here's Carr to throw, and that is incomplete here.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Try it again on 2nd down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A run here with Lynch. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the 45. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They bring Crabtree in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
first down. McCoy. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. A swing pass caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Janikowski on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run with Thompson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw on second down. McCoy. And his throw is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Set! 3-19!
From the gun, McCoy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Ohio State, Garyon Conley.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
In the red zone this time. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Lynch, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Boy,
Marshawn Lynch. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And the drive starts with Rob Kelly. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Broken tackle for Kelly. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Kelly. They find some open field here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. And right now, a stoppage because Rob Kelly is still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And now a first down following that long gain. Looking to throw. McCoy with a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Thompson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. How will Marshawn Lynch fare? That's the question in the Bay Area. Been out of the game for a year. What do you think?
I think he'll fare just fine. I don't think that they'll use him as often as he was used in Seattle. But when they turn him loose, I think it'll be to great advantage for Oakland.
Slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like he tried it all there. Tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Terrell McClain in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. 6-year man Marquette King on to punt. Back deep for the Redskins, Jamison Crowder. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Crowder now to return. Shrugs him off. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Throwing on 1st down. McCoy setting up the screen to Kelly. And he's brought down. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. McCoy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now Lynch. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Following the penalty, Lynch. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They run with Washington. Room to run past midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? That's what you need for a good
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Right back to Washington. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. gives to Marshawn. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Terrell McClain in there to sack him for a loss of 6. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Carr to throw on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch. And that takes us from second to third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Doxson with a grab over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's good to see Josh Dotson back on the field. Only 2 games played as a rookie due to an injury. They need his high-flying ways to spark their offense.
And they expect a lot out of those high-flying ways. 3rd wide receiver taken in last year's draft. Looking to throw on second down. McCoy, he'll leave it for Kelly, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get loud. I want to hear you.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on 2nd down. Carr, and complete right side to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The rookie from Alabama, Jonathan Allen. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now it's Crowder. Jukes by at the 20, and he'll be knocked down sideways. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, McCoy. Pryor has it complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know college coaches always recruit quarterbacks because they're so versatile. I'd say Terrell Pryor fits that bill. 1,000 pass yards at one point in the NFL, and then turned around and became a 1,000-yard receiver.
2nd player in NFL history to do that. How about that?
Yeah, Marlon the Magician Briscoe was the first.
Looking to throw. McCoy. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. 3-19. Leopard.
From the gun, McCoy. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Tress Way now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this will be taken at the 13. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Trent Murphy. From his outside linebacker spot, he comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. time running out here on the play clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Here we go. Green.
On the carry, it's Olawale. Shedding defenders at the 15. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jameis Olawale, 97 yards. And the silver and black continue to roll. Well, that one's hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 50 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Operating from the gun. McCoy throwing the out route and complete. It's Reed. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I don't think there's any question that Jordan Reed is as athletic as any tight end in the league. All right, I don't think there's any debate about that. The hard part is just him being able to be healthy.
And when he's on the field, though, boy, does he take them to another level, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Changes the game for them because they can use him in so many different spots and create mismatches against the defense.
Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Let's go. 319. 319.
From the gun, McCoy. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Back to throw. McCoy. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, Washington. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A first throw for the backup Cook. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Hood. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
On first, here's Washington. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Watch him now, Barney.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Cook. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
Now Washington. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's go.
They'll try the counter with Washington. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. On play action, they'll throw. Airing one out for Crowder. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun, McCoy. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Hey. We got three. Three down. All right, here we go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. 3 bud.
And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it,